Talene, the Resurging Flame, is a new type of Awakened hero inside AFK Arena, and in today's video we're going to take a look at these Awakened heroes and how to obtain them, how to ascend them, and what the differences between them and regular heroes are. Along with that, we will go through Talene herself, her skills and abilities, and some of the heroes that she will find good synergies with. Awakened heroes are classified as completely different heroes from their other form. So the Resurging Flame form of Talene is a completely different hero to the Rising Phoenix form. However, they are not able to be used in the same team together. So how are we going to obtain these Awakened heroes? The first way is to go to the Noble Tavern. Your regular scrolls, diamond summons, and also friendship summons all have a 0.1% chance of dropping an Awakened hero. Now, the unique thing about these Awakened heroes is they are not dropped as rare or elite heroes, they are actually dropped as legendary heroes. The next way to obtain Awakened heroes is going to be the Temple of Time, which is a new feature that is going to operate fairly similar to the Stargazing Room, except this time we will need time emblems. These time emblems are what you will use to summon for the specific Awakened hero, having a 2% drop chance at that hero and also a 0.01 drop chance at 30,000 diamonds, along with a lot of other items as filler drops. Now, once you do get one of these Awakened heroes to Ascended, you will unlock the ability to Stargaze for them in the Stargazer room, making it a little bit easier to star them up. Due to the fact that Awakened heroes are summoned at Legendary, they have a different Ascension Tree to normal heroes. For this one, it's going to take 3 Legendary heroes to make a Legendary Plus. Then, for every Ascension past that, you will need an additional Legendary Plus copy to go to the next Ascension, which is essentially 3 additional copies. So to go from Legendary Plus to Mythic, you will need a Legendary Plus. To go from Mythic to Mythic Plus, you will need a Legendary Plus, and so on and so forth. This means that in total, to get one of these Awakened heroes to Ascended, you will need a total of 12 copies. So with the basics of Awakened heroes out of the way, it's time to take a look at Talene herself. Her ultimate ability is A New Dawn. For this one, she's going to deal AoE damage to all enemies in front of her and reduce the damage that herself and allies behind her take by 35% for 8 seconds. On top of that, while casting this ability, she will be immune to control effects and damage. Next up, we have Blade of Resurgence. For this one, she's going to deal AoE damage 2 times to all enemies within range, and then bring her blade down upon them, dealing additional damage with a 3rd attack. Then we have her passive Everlasting Flame. For this one, every time Talene dies, she will enter a fireball state. While in this state, she will deal AoE damage to nearby enemies. After 12 seconds, she will be reborn with 100% health, also deal AoE damage to nearby enemies, along with stunning them for 3 seconds. And every time she is reborn, it will increase the duration of her next rebirth phase by 2 seconds. And then we have Wings of Fire. For this one, she's going to consume 30% of all allies' health and protect them with a shield 3 times that amount for 8 seconds. While the allies are shielded, they will also be recovering health based on Talene's attack. And then we have her Awakened hero passive, which is the Solaran Realm. For this one, whenever an ally hero deals a critical strike, Talene will deal extra damage to that enemy. It can only be procced once every 2 seconds for each ally. Now, when dealing this additional damage, if the ally's health percentage is greater than the enemy's, then this attack by Talene will deal extra damage. However, if the ally's health percentage is lower than the enemy's, then the ally will be healed. On top of that, every time Talene deals damage a total of 20 times with this effect, her and her most injured ally will also be healed. Her signature item is going to enhance her Blade of Resurgence ability. This is going to increase the damage it deals, but also when she brings down her blade, it is going to scorch the ground, and enemies standing in this burning ground will be dealt damage every second. On top of that, when you get the signature item to 30, enemies standing in the ground will also deal 40% less damage. Her furniture is going to enhance her Everlasting Flame ability, increasing its damage. Then at level 9, while she is in the fireball state, each time an allied hero receives damage equaling 10% of their own max health, her rebirth time will be decreased by 1 second. However, it cannot become less than 5 seconds. And finally, her engraving is going to enhance her Wings of Fire ability. This is going to increase the potency of the shields that she applies and also increase the amount allies are healed while shielded. After looking at Talene's abilities, we can tell that she's going to be a very strong tank in her own right. She has the ability to reduce the damage that enemies can deal, also reduce the damage that allies take, along with shielding them, healing them, and having extra lives, along with a little bit of crowd control. And add on top of that the fact that she is a Celestial, meaning she can help out with faction bonuses for any of the core faction, is going to make her really usable in a lot of teams. Now, Talene is still incredibly new, so her meta teams are still being developed, but we can take a look at some of the heroes that she might have really strong synergies with. The first of which is Halus. He has an ability where allies that are shielded by any type of shield will be able to recover extra energy, which is really nice considering that Talene is going to provide these big shields. The next one is a Star. Her heavy damage mitigation for her allies, which she uses at the very start of battle, will help Talene and her allies survive the early stages of the battle. Then as Talene ramps up and gets her ultimate off, she will then be reducing the damage that her allies take as well, and it provides a nice cycle of damage mitigation, but also provides a second healer in the team. And then we have Skriath. He synergizes really well with the Solaran Realm passive, which is procced by allies critting. Skriath is able to progressively increase his allies' crit ratings throughout the battle. So with all that out of the way, how far would you want to invest into Talene? For her signature item, 30 is going to be optimal, allowing her to reduce the damage that enemies can deal by 40% when they're standing in that burning ground. And then for her furniture, once again, maxing it out to level 9 is going to be the optimal way to go. This is going to allow her to revive much faster from her fireball state, which is going to make her more effective throughout the battle. Then we have her engraving, which is going to increase the amount she can heal with her shields and also their potency. This one is not as vital as the furniture and signature item, as it doesn't impact the gameplay as much. However, if you do have the spare resources, it is a nice one to pick up. So that is going to be it for the first Awakened hero in AFK Arena, Talene, the Resurging Flame. Thanks for watching, hope you have an awesome day, and we'll look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.